All right, you guys, I'm gonna do more of a full coverage look today. So this makeup is amazing, it's wonderful, and the best part about it to me is that it's simple and it's fast. So you can literally do your whole face, I swear, in 5 to 8 minutes. And I do a lot of my videos like that. So I show you how you can just slap it on and go really fast if you're running out the door, if you're in the car. But today I kind of wanted to show you a more of a full coverage look because I haven't really done that with you guys yet. So I show pictures of kind of how you can get that look, but I haven't actually done a video like that. So let's go ahead and hop into it. My hair is being absolutely crazy today, and when I put it behind my ears, it looks insane, but that's okay. So today you guys know that this is my personal palette, so I use this for my entire face. I have my foundation in here, so this is my 3D foundation, my lip and cheek colors, and then I have my eyeshadows and my eyeliner in here. So to start with, what's great is there's kind of many different ways you can apply this makeup to your face. Excuse my dog below me. But because it's all one layer and it's 4 different colors, you can really do whatever you want to apply it. So if you want to put your dark colors on first, you can. If you want to put your main color on first, you can. If you want to put your brightener color on first, you can. So when you get it, you play around with it and see what works for you. And because it's all one layer, you don't have to worry about that. It's not like you have to put on your all light foundation first and then your darker on top of it. It's all creams. It all works as one layer, and then we just blend it all together. I'm going to pick up my main highlight color first, which is Candlelit. Speak, Rachel. And I just kind of pick up a tiny bit of product. I don't swipe my brush, just a little bit. And this is my Buffy brush. So this is going to be a full coverage brush. So it's more dense. You're getting more of that product onto your skin. And what I do is I kind of bounce this onto my skin, kind of pushing it in. And the more you kind of bounce on, the more product you get and the more coverage you get. So if you're going to swipe this on, you're not going to get as much coverage. But because we are going for that full coverage look today, and this is also kind of how I mainly apply it as well. And with this brush in particular, I feel like this method works best. I've already done my eyes, so I can kind of clean up around there. And I just want to show you as I go in, I'm going to do kind of one side at a time, just so you can kind of see the difference that's going on in my skin. So this makeup is really about, it covers everything, it conceals everything, it brightens everything, but it also color corrects. So you can see as I'm putting this on, my face is going to be all one color. It's taking that redness away from my face. You remember I had, well, I don't know if you noticed, but I have like bad breakouts going on here. So I'm going to show you too how I'm going to cover those up. I'm going to have to put like background noise in here because my dog is being insane. Margot, chill. Okay. So again, just working this in. And you can see that everything's covered. Everything is kind of one color, but it still looks natural. That's the thing. Like you look at this and it doesn't feel like I have a ton of makeup on. Your skin tone kind of still peeks through. So it's really a beautiful kind of makeup in that aspect, is you're not, it's covering everything, it's concealing everything, but you're not like putting pounds and pounds of makeup on, and it doesn't look really fake. It looks more kind of natural looking. So again, I'm doing the same thing on the other side. I'm picking up my main highlight color. And normally when you see me do these videos, I feel like I'm shouting. Normally when you see me do these videos, I'm applying my, I usually do my contour first. But for today, I'm going to do my all over color everywhere. Again, I just feel like this is that more kind of, more coverage kind of aspect. Because when you're placing your contour first, like, you're not putting like your main highlight obviously under it. So I'm just working this and I'm being careful around my brows because I've already done them. Okay, so this is my main color all over my face, and you can see that really didn't take me a long time and I hardly used any product. Like you can see there's hardly anything missing from the pan. So the next thing I want to show you guys is my nose is really red today. So I'm going to go in real quick. This is Aspen and it's almost a gray color, so it cancels out redness. If you have really, really red skin, this is something that I might recommend that you get to apply underneath your makeup. So our makeup is really good at canceling out redness or whatever kind of coloring you have going on, but this is that added extra. So you can see my nose isn't as red now. So I'm gonna go in with just the tiniest bit of product on my nose. I don't like a ton of product on my nose. You know, my skin's really dry, so I like to kind of leave my nose, you know, not with a lot of product on it, but I do want it to like match the rest of my face, obviously. Okay, so that's step one. So my next steps, I'm gonna get a little crazy with you guys, and I'm gonna leave it all in and we're gonna blend it at the end. So I'm going to go in with my contour using the Detail Hack brush. So mine is olive, and with your contour, it is a thicker kind of consistency. So you're going to wanna pick up a little bit more product. And again, we're working this into our cheekbone. So if you haven't seen one of my videos before, this is a full coverage kind of look. Our makeup covers full coverage, so I don't know if that's really the right thing to say, but I'm definitely using kind of more product than I usually do. This is gonna be like a full-on glam look. So I'm placing this product at my cheekbone. I come from my ear down. And what this does is, I know everyone is like afraid of contour, but with this makeup, it's really the most perfect thing. It's all cream, it all blends together. And what it's doing is it's sculpting. So this is not like a contour. I mean, it is a contour. It's not like a bronzer. So this is not, the object of our contour is not to bring warmth to our face. It is to sculpt and kind of enhance a shadow that's already there. So when you look at your face, you already have these shadows going on. And so that's where we're putting the contour. So we're putting it at our jawline. We're putting it at our cheekbones to make our cheekbones look lifted. So doing this on our cheekbones makes our cheekbones look higher, which we all want, right? And so I'm gonna contour my jawline here. And then I like to connect it here, just a little extra step for me. And then we're going to contour our forehead, because you can see there's already a shadow there, so we're just going to enhance that. If you have a larger forehead, you're gonna wanna bring this down a little bit lower. If you don't have a big forehead, you don't need to bring it down as much, okay? The more contour, the better, you guys. You can always blend it out, but with your contour, I would go heavier because it's something that you're not used to. Say you come too low with your contour, you just take your brush that you had your original color on and you can seriously like erase it. It's that simple. So if I came down too far on both sides, like if I came down too far in my cheekbone or towards my cheek, you can erase, basically just take your other color and erase it. So I'm gonna leave that on now. I'm gonna look crazy, but that's okay. So the next thing I'm gonna do is go in with my highlight, my brightener highlight. So that's going to be Aura for me, and this is something I'm using that Buffy brush. I like this end of the skinnier end of the Buffy brush for under my eyes. It's a smaller brush, so you can really get up to your lash line. And this is something that I'm going to pat in as well to kind of stamp this in under my eye. And we're going to put this in a pie shape under our eye. So you're not just keeping this to right under your eye like an eye concealer. You're going to bring this down to brighten this whole part of your face. So you want this really bright, and you can see how much brighter that side is than my other side. So it is covering up my under eye, but it's also brightening. So this makeup is kind of like, it has that natural, it's like a light kind of hitting your face by putting this brightener color under your eyes and down the center of the face. So it's just brightening the whole center of your face. So like when people take pictures and they edit them, it usually looks like there's like a light bouncing off of them, and this makeup does that already. So no need to edit your pictures, guys. All right, and I'm gonna put this right down the center of my face. All right, am I looking crazy yet? So the next thing I'm gonna do, since this is a full coverage look, I'm going to contour my nose. So there's a few different ways you can do this. I've been using this new way, which I kind of enjoy. So I'm gonna show you how I've been doing it lately. So I take my contour and I'm gonna contour my entire nose. You guys are gonna be like, why? I feel like this is easier for me. I don't know why. Okay, so that's my entire nose. Or I should take a picture like that. And then I'm gonna use that, again, that smaller end and pick up my brightener color. And I'm going to bring this color up my nose. So the higher you bring this color up your nose, the skinnier your nose will appear. So the higher you go towards the top of your nose, the skinnier your nose will appear. All right, so on this side, just kind of want to show you the difference. See how this side looks wider and this side looks skinnier? So that's what contouring your nose does. And then I'm going to do this on the other side as well, because we don't want our nose to look two different sizes, right? And I'm just looking in my lower mirror so I can kind of make sure that this is going okay. Okay, so making my nose, just by using makeup, you can make your nose appear smaller, which I think is just so cool. The little artist in me is kind of loves all of this, okay? So then what I'm going to do is, I'll show you at the end, I'm gonna blend that out. So no worries there. I know I look really scary. So the next thing I'm gonna do is pick up my, let's go with my 30-second hack brush, and I'm gonna pick up my lip and cheek color. And today I'm going to use, let's do sandstone. I really enjoy sandstone. So our lip and cheeks are super pigmented. You don't need a lot of product. But again, remember, everything's a cream. You can blend everything in. It's not gonna mess up anything. If you put too much, you blend it out. If you don't put enough, you just add. It's so, so simple. You cannot mess it up, I promise. Promise, promise, promise. All right, do I look crazy yet? I hope so. Okay, that's the goal, to show you how crazy cool this makeup is. Okay, so there's that. So the next thing I'm gonna do to finish the contour on my nose is I'm going to pick up this color Linen, which is basically like a white. It's right here. And I'm going to just place this on the end of my nose and the bridge of my nose to finish that nose contour. So I've got it here and here. And again, we're gonna blend it. So I know right now we look a little cray-cray, but that's okay. And then I'm gonna take this same brush. Let's use I'll use the other end of my detail hack brush. I'm gonna pick up that Linen. And for just an extra pop of brightness, I'm going to put it just in the corner of my eyes. Linen is very, very white, so I don't suggest it as a full under eye by itself. I just use it as a little bit of an accent to kind of put in those places I want just a little more brightness. So this is my face before I blend it. And you're probably wondering, how is this going to look pretty? Well, I will show you guys. Okay, so to blend, I'm going to use our blush and bronzer brush, and I'm going to start in my light sections first. So I'm just gonna take this brush and I'm just lightly blending, and you're just simply kind of mixing these colors together. So remember I told you guys it's kind of all, not kind of, it's all one layer. Okay, and these 4 colors are going to make up your 3D foundation. So I'm just blending in those lighter colors first, and remember I have that contour on my nose, so I'm going to do that last, blending in under the eye area. And I tend to do the lighter colors first. I'm going to take that fluffier end and kind of hit my forehead with it. Small kind of circles. I'm not pressing this into my skin. It's just a light kind of motion. And you just don't want any harsh lines. So that's really is what it's about. I'm going to blend my nose now, but just lightly, because I still want that. You can see that pop of brightness there and there. And I've contoured my nose. I showed you guys how I did that. I'm going to blend my neck, my jawline, and I'm going to blend that down. So you know that when I talk about our contour on our cheek, that's something that we want to go up. So we want that to lift our cheek. So I'm going to take this denser end and I'm going to blend my contour and I'm going to blend it up. So normally I don't do my lip and cheek at the same time as my contour, but I just kind of wanted to show you guys how you can put it all on and just blend it together and how it amazingly looks good. Like you would think what I looked like before, you would probably be like, there's no way that's gonna look pretty. Like no way. So just blending that contour up, and then you can take that fluffier end and kind of work everything in from there. So I kind of got rid of those harsh lines, but blending all of this together and kind of like my lip and cheek color, I'm gonna use that fluffier end and kind of just make sure that we don't have any harsh lines going on. So you guys, look at that. It's done. It's beautiful. Can you believe that it went from like that to this? And you can see where that brightness is kind of hitting me under my eyes, which is really pretty. That brightness down my nose. And if you feel like, I really like the contour to look a little heavier. I feel like that's the point of this makeup, but if you don't, you can kind of work with it and see, you know, blend it out a little bit. I feel like I may have come down a little too far. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of my main highlight color and really clean this up. So it's something really simple to do. I'm just gonna pick up a little bit more and almost use this as like a line. And just kind of clean this up a little bit. Another thing that you can do for like a full coverage kind of look that I like to do is I'll take that skinny end and I'll get a little bit of that linen color, which is that like really bright color, and just almost draw a line, and then I'll blend it out just a little bit. But this just makes it like really defined. Okay. So you can see where I kind of drew that line, and I'll just blend it out just a tad, but it still has that bit of brightness there. So kind of that full coverage look, beautifully blended. So the next thing I'm going to do is my my bronzer. So I mix Bella Bronzer with Glow Illuminator. This is how I like to use it. It's beautiful on its own, but I like that little bit of shine. I'm going to use this same brush. I'm picking it up together, not pressing it hard, just picking it up lightly. And I'm going to kind of hit the places on my face where the sun hits you. So kind of here on my temples, and then a little bit on the end of my nose. I don't want to do a lot because, you know, I put that kind of brightness on the end of my nose. I really like to contour my neck because I like to bronze my neck because I'm very pale. So the bronzer is very helpful. It looks wonderful on everybody, but for me especially, it brings a bit of that glow, like I'm in the sun, but I don't like to be in the sun because obviously I don't like to be in the sun. So that's a little bit of that extra specialness going on. And then kind of the last step I'll do is my illuminator. So today I'm going to go in with, let's do Pearl. Pearl is our, it's a white illuminator. Mine's very dirty. I like to use the other end of our Best Blend Forever brush. And so I'm going to pick a little bit of this up and I'm just going to pop it right here under my eye. And you can bring it up a little bit if you want. Same thing on the other side. So this is just bringing a little bit of that shine. And then I'm going to throw a little bit here. And then I might try to hit just those two spots that I did that brightener with for just a little bit of shine. So I kind of wiped this off. If you feel like you need to kind of clean up anything else a little bit more blending wise under your eyes, you can use a makeup sponge or like just kind of hit it with like a skinnier end of a brush. And that's it, you guys. So I need to put lipstick on, which will do some lip color, but I just love how this makeup can go on and it's blended in and it looks amazing. So I do a few extra steps in this video. This is more of that full coverage kind of look. It's more of a glam look.